Charlamagne, the radio host, is fuming. He has a very popular radio show, The Breakfast Club, and he's fuming because Joe Biden, a few days ago, at a fire station in Pennsylvania, put on a Trump hat. One of the fire guys, he gave him a Harris hat, and he took the guy's Trump hat and he put it on, and it was actually a very charming human moment. Charlamagne, furious.
And President Biden not only wore it, he took a picture in it. Now that picture is all over social media. It's going to be in TV commercials, digital ads. Donald Trump's campaign immediately, as you heard in the news report, thanked Joe for the support. Another post from them said, Kamala did so bad in last night's debate, Joe Biden put on a Trump hat. This is why you got to keep Joe Biden in the basement.
Brutal attack on Biden by Mr. Charlamagne. I thought it was one of the most charming moments of Biden's presidency, and not just because I like Trump, not just because it didn't look great for the Democrats, but because it showed Biden to be human. He wasn't just a walking, talking, partisan hack. He was a human being who was engaging with a fireman in this really lively way. It showed that he had a pulse. He was reacting in real time, and the Democrats hate it. This, to me, shows also the state of play between Biden and Kamala, because it was a really charming moment, and also I think Biden knew what he was doing. If Biden knows anything at all, and as I said, he seemed pretty lively in that exchange, he knew that would become a photo. He knew that was going to be sent around. And he could write it off and say, oh, I was just being nice with this fireman, he wore the other hat or whatever. But he knew that. He's signaling something. Because people forget, we think of politics as just a team sport with interchangeable players. But Joe Biden is a human being. He's been in politics for over 50 years at the national level. He's pretty good at politics. And this guy, this human being, this individual Joe Biden, obviously despises the individual Kamala Harris. They're on the same team. She's his vice president. She's the successor. He hates this woman, obviously. This woman's entire presidential campaign basically came down to calling Joe Biden a racist during a national presidential debate. And forcing him to pick a black woman for vice president. He agreed that he would pick a black woman, and the only three options available to him at the time were Karen Bass, a communist, Susan Rice, fall guy for Benghazi, or Kamala, who called him a racist. She was the least bad option. So he picked Kamala, but he hates this woman. And then this woman stabbed him in the back, booted him out of his race, is trying to take his job. He hates her. He hates her. And a lot of Democrats don't really like her. There is no popular support for Kamala Harris. If there were popular support for Kamala Harris, she would have won a single delegate while running for president in 2020. There is no support for her. She is a completely contrived candidate. And she contrived herself, in a way, by calling Biden a racist on the debate stage and forcing him to pick a black woman, and she was the only viable option. She made herself the DEI vice president. As Joe Biden admitted, he said she was a DEI hire. And now she's the DEI presidential nominee. But she's got no popular support. So at a certain point, if you keep getting promoted in all these really weird ways by making up new rules and exploiting different neuroses in the American conscience, okay, that'll get you far enough. But unless the Democrats really just totally rig this thing, she's got to win some votes. And nobody's a Kamala head. Oh yeah, I'm a Kamala Democrat. It doesn't mean anything to be a Kamala Democrat. Her platform is taken in part from Donald Trump, and the rest she copied and pasted from Joe Biden. But she stabbed Joe Biden in the back, and Biden hates her, and he put on the Trump hat the other day. And Charlamagne is actually perceptive here. He's saying this is bad for us. I don't care you want to say it's charming. It's bad optics. Yeah, and if Biden is doing anything intentionally anymore, I think it's that. That's what you get. That's the problem with the artificially promoted DEI candidates, whether it's at your workplace, whether it's in your school, whether it's in national politics. They can't stand on their own 2 feet. And there's no organic growth for them. The moment you pull the rug out from under them, they totally collapse. That was a great clip. Now, hold on. Ring that bell. Subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel, and we will see you next time.